Diabelligence. Excellent day, very sweet viewers and listeners. Welcome to our newest vlog, Diabelligence. This is a combination of two words, diab for diabetes and ligens for intelligence. That is why we coined it up to Diabelligence. The world is really full of sweet people, sweet foods, and sweet temptations. That is why sweetness already becomes a health deficit. Today, Nurse Nhoie will learn with you and join you in the quest to have diabelligence. In this vlog, we will be elaborating lifestyle modifications, diet suggestions, liquid reinforcements, physical routines, and above all, simple tips to live and be happy with sweetness. This is holistically called as Diabelligence. This program will be a weekly recorded video presentation that will be released every Sunday. So sit back and relax and join us as we will be proud diabelligent people with great diabelligence. Have a great day, diabelligent listeners and viewers. Today is Monday. This is your Diabelligence Day. Again, today is Monday and this is your Diabelligence Day. Please don't forget to check your YouTube for the new vlog episodes and advocacies from this channel every Monday. This Monday, we will be tackling 3 great tips in preventing unwanted injuries to diabetic persons. That is why our vlog today is entitled Diabetatips. To those who have just eavesdropped here in our vlog site for the first time, this is still your prime informative vlog advocacy for people with diabetes or people caring for diabetic loved ones, and even people who have high predisposition to diabetes. Once again, this is nurse and caregiver Nhoie Gonzaga sharing to you simple but important diabelligence, which is coined from 2 words, diabetes, intelligence. Let us start with our important tips for diabetic population. Again, here are important tips for the diabetic population. Number 1, always remember to keep sharp things away from the resting and napping area of a diabetic person. Number 2, when doing fomentations or other hot compresses, including hot bathing of any parts of the body of a diabetic person, remember to always check it from time to time. And number 3, footwears and clothes should be worn in not so skinny and tight manner. After giving you these 3 tips, let me explain them one by one, and a simple explanation of their urgency and importance will also be stated. So please give your undivided attention because this may be very simple tips, but it may save a life of someone we care and love. Streamers, listeners, here are now your Diabetatips. Number 1, always remember to keep sharp things away from the resting and napping area of a diabetic person. Remember, our utmost aim is always to keep the skin integrity of the person with diabetic condition intact. In simple language, we should at all instances remember not to promote or allow wounds or cuts to persons with diabetes. It should be known that a person with hyperglycemia, a state wherein the blood sugar content is very high compared to the normal, has always very slow recuperation period or healing rate in terms of wounds and cuts. That means the clotting time is very slow, and if there is bleeding, it can be considered a medical emergency if the person is diabetic. The reason for this is because of the glucose content of the blood becomes thick, and its speed and response time in terms of responding with the contents needed on the site of the injury is also lessened. That is now the simple reason why wounds heal very slowly and takes a lot of time compared to the normal healing process. In situations that wounds would heal longer than usual, it is more susceptible to bacterial infection. This is another source, of course, of danger. Number 2. When doing fomentations or other hot compresses, including hot bathing of any parts of the body of a diabetic person, remember to always check it from time to time. Remember, sensations at the nerve endings of persons with diabetes are not that responsive. As observed in many occasions, hot compresses and fomentations, when placed in the skin surface, even if it is already yielding first-degree burns and blisters, the patient cannot even feel that. Again, due to sensation problems brought about by the thickness of the blood, technically called as blood viscosity, due to glucose buildup that lessen the sensation responses of the circulatory system. The circulatory system is simply blood circulation in our body. So when you are doing hydrotherapy by fomentation, so this is application of warm cloth or hot cloth in any parts of the body, hot compresses with direct heat to the skin, foot submerged bathing, and other heat-based body treatment. Remember, it is very important that the patient is informed, and if possible, the person with diabetes can have visual access or can see what is happening. Furthermore, it would be safe for a member of the family, or if in the hospital, a healthcare provider, a caregiver, can consistently monitor this situation if this will be done. This is to avoid skin burning or other related injuries. Number 3. Footwear and clothes should be worn in a not so skinny and tight manner. Well, let us start with the fit. When you wear shoes that are not horizontally and vertically well fit, or shall we say, the physical structure of the foot is not that comfortable in the vertical and horizontal sizes, wherein some areas are directly applied pressure due to space constraint, there is a possibility of continuous friction that will result to wounding. This is often observed at the toenails. Aside from the fact that the foot is often hidden due to footwear, and that is already a cause of delayed healing, then an increased blood sugar can double the healing delay. Added to this is the fact that the feet is always exposed to the ground, and that means bacterial infection will surely be a good addition because of the delay in healing. Now, another tip here is to wear not too tight bras or brassiere for ladies, and not too tight underwears for ladies as well as for the gentlemen. Remember, gartered friction can also cause wounding, and again, these are wounds that are hidden from exposure and most likely extends time to heal. Now, with hyperglycemia or blood sugar increase, it will have a longer time to heal and with the areas considered as always moistured and not so exposed to sunlight, which is a potent natural antibacterial solution, there is a tendency of developing wounds that will have delayed healing time. And considering the site of the wounds, the tendency of infection will most likely be doubled. This will not only apply to footwears and underwears. This may as well be the case when you are wearing tight bracelets, rings, anklets, and even wires in the aesthetic brass or brassiere of ladies, aiming to create an illusion of an increased height in the breast area. Little did the ladies know that these wires can create injuries once it will be too tight or if it will be directly applied pressure to the skin area. Special mention goes to the earrings. Remember, earrings need not be tight or pressured when it is induced. Remember, when you put on an earring, you are already creating a wound in the ear area, and it is but basic that in this entire video that we are re-emphasizing many times that wounds for persons with diabetes and predisposed diabetes are already having hard time healing. So when there is already an active wound, it may end up getting bigger. The dangerous thing with earrings is that you are putting a foreign metal body that may again be another source of infection. Now you are already in the condition of poor healing time, and still you will put there another infection risk, and that is the metal earring. That is too much to neglect if we want to have prevention for wound infections. Dear Diabeligent listeners, these are just simple Diabeligent tips that will keep the health of persons with diabetic condition to the optimum state. Remember, in the curing of conditions brought about by diabetes or conditions like wounds directly affected by diabetes, prevention is still the best defense, and it is far better than treatment and cure. I hope that this vlog has again contributed to the diabetic intelligence of the streamers, viewers, listeners, followers, and subscribers of this channel. It is my great hope to be of help in the simplest possible way, because we all know that diabetes can be a condition that will stay with us for a lifetime, yet it is very hard to cure it. Once diagnosed, let us always remember it may not be easily curable, but it is highly manageable. This is with routine and regular medical checkup, following doctors' given appointments, drinking the right and prescribed medications, taking it, or having the right food that nutritionists suggested. And added to that is this vlog's advocacy of sharing tips to make the life of a diabetic person more optimal and livable in the essence of normality. See you again next week. Remember, Mondays will now be your Diabeligent days. So every Monday, don't forget to go to YouTube and stream the new vlogs and video advocacies of nurse and caregiver Nhoie Gonzaga. This is to make the sweet world a sweeter place for people to become sweet in the right way by avoiding the wrong kinds of sweet foods and sweet habits in life. God bless you, Diabeligent listeners and viewers. Have a great time with Diabeligence.
lollipop.